let me introduce my next guest. This is a lady who has taken a love for dance hall dancing. She is from a whole different corner of the world, but she recognized her passion for dancing and even more particular, her love for dance hall moves. And so, without further ado, let me say good afternoon and welcome to Yara Sola.
Hello.
Good afternoon, Yara. Did I get the pronunciation of your name correctly?
Yara.
Yara Sola.
Yes.
I got it.
Yes.
Almost got it. Welcome to the Bridge 99 FM. It is such a pleasure and a privilege to have you on. I gave a brief.
Thank you so much. It's my honor to be here.
I gave a brief introduction as to why it is that we're talking to you, but if you would be so kind, could you give the listeners a little more background as to who Yara Sola is?
All right. So my name is Yara. Right now, I'm the first person to introduce dancehall to Egypt. I've always loved dancing. I've been dancing since I was young. However, it wasn't really my main profession. I was also an engineer for a while, and I was doing both. And then one day I decided to take a ticket, and then I went to America. And this is the first time I found dancehall, actually. And I stayed there, like I was supposed to stay there for 10 days. I ended up staying for 5 months. And I fell in love with dancehall. It's totally the other side of the world for us. So I stayed, I learned more about the culture, about the music, about the dance. And then I decided like I want to learn from the source. So I went back home and I stayed for a while, and then I went to Jamaica, and then I fell in love and my whole life changed. And then I came back to Egypt and I introduced the culture to Egypt, and now I've been teaching it here for about 2 years.
Awesome. So just to that is a quick summary of what got you into it. Now, you fell in Jamaica. You fell in love with dancehall while you were in Jamaica. Who are some of the influences? Is there anyone that you wish to name who probably helped you to acclimate to the culture, to the dance hall itself?
Yeah, a lot of people. Like I took classes with a lot of the creators, with exclusive dancers, with Supreme Blazers, with Hectic Diamonds, with Bozy Roses, with Dancer Bling, with a lot of with Katie, Insanity, with a lot of people. I don't want to miss anyone, honestly, because a lot of people like really taught me a lot. And also Sanjay, he's the owner of Ballet. This is the place I stayed at. He helped me a lot to like accommodate and to, feel more comfortable, because Jamaica is totally like the opposite of everything I've known in my life. A lot of the things are just different from my culture, but also a lot of the things are similar. So like I ended up staying for 3 months. I was supposed to stay for a month, but I ended up staying for 3 months, and it was just, it was way more than I expected. I just felt very connected, and I can't wait to go back again.
Awesome. We're looking forward to having you back. So, but was it an easy choice for you to follow your passion for dancing?
It was easy in terms of, I always like my personality. I always follow my soul. So it was easy because I just couldn't imagine doing anything else. I've loved dancing. I've always known that I've loved dancing. It was hard because I had to just quit my day job like completely and just follow one thing. Of course, it was hard financially. It was a hard decision because I was working in a big company, and it was a hard switch, to just dance solely. And in Egypt, dance is not really something very common that people do just for a living, so it's still a bit hard, but it's getting better here, and now dance is more common. It's more artistic, are recognized even more. But yeah, it was just easy in terms of I have to do it, I've always said like I'm gonna dance forever even if I suck at it, so it's just yeah.
All right. So and
thankfully I don't suck at it, so
yes, definitely. So that is you have a rhythm, and a quick glance, a quick type on a search engine will reveal that Egyptian women have rhythm. I won't go too far into that, but yeah, you ladies have rhythm. And so you came and you fell in love with dance hall in particular. Going back to Egypt, starting a dance studio, a dance class. How easy was it for you to recruit? Well, or I don't want to say recruit, but how easy did other people take on or got interested in your dance classes?
All right. So when I first started teaching in Egypt, dancehall is not known in Egypt, you know. So, but for me, I was just fresh from Jamaica, and I had all the spirit and love for dancehall in me. And I knew that the same way I fell in love with dancehall and I connected so much because it just felt so natural to me. I knew that other people would too, you know. So the first workshop I gave, it was everything that I ever expected. It was full of energy and vibes, and people loved it so much. The most thing that they told me is that they said that it's very raw, and they felt like it was really like the energy and everything, and they learned a lot. I taught them a lot of the basics and the history and moves, and also I taught them some choreography, and just the spirit of Jamaica. You know, it's very important for me to just pass on this because I know it's difficult for us to travel. So it's just my responsibility to just, you know, send like a little bit of the spirit that I saw.
Yes, take that
Yeah,
spirit
I've been doing that ever since.
now you mentioned something just now that dancehall is kind of raw. In another way, we could say it's very expressive. It allows the woman to be very expressive. How much of that do you
Yes.
get to put into your routines, or do you have to, based on the cultural dynamics, do you have to tame your dance routines, or can you be as expressive as you would have experienced it in Jamaica?
No, definitely I have to tame it. Definitely.
You
For
ha-
sure, you know, yeah, like Egypt is compared to Jamaica, it's conservative, of course, compared to Jamaica, and and yeah, like I also like respect the culture, so I do what I love, but I have to like yeah, just have some boundaries. However, I do what I like, and for example, ladies classes, we have ladies only classes where I give like female dancehall, and I do whatever I want. However, when it comes to just social media and posting and doing things in public, yeah, it's a bit difficult, to be honest. And every time I choreograph, every time I give a class, every time I post anything, I'm very careful. I think of what I'm posting here and this move and everything. It's honestly like it's not easy because in Jamaica I was, you know, that's
Not
not
an
how it
issue.
goes, you know.
Yeah, yeah. What are some of the
Yeah, but honestly, yeah, I maintain like a balance between just being as expressive as I want, and at the same time, you know, just also like not passing the culture boundaries. Not because I don't want to, just because I want people to love the culture, you know, and some people are not ready yet to just see something that's very, very
different?
like
Yes.
180 degrees opposites, you know. So you have to
Yes.
little bit to just come to a common ground and then
Uh-huh.
take them there.
Take time to
Yeah.
introduce it. When you're doing your dance routines, is there any particular song that you like to dance to?
One song?
Name me
Many.
one of your favorites. Name me three of your favorites.
Oh damn, that's a lot. That's hard. I love Elephant Man honestly
Ye-
because just the song there is very, you know, like I yeah,
Repeat that one
I
for me.
love Elephant Man. I love
Ah.
Wine and Dip, for example. I love Vibes Cartel for sure. I love Texted Apps. I love so many things. I love Spice for sure. I was just
Definitely
listening
Spice would be
to
in there, yeah.
yeah, for sure.
Awesome,
But yeah,
awesome.
like every time I try to introduce a different artist also to my classes, you know, because also the music is different, you know, like the music
Yes.
is very, we don't have like dancehall parties in Egypt, for example, you know, this is something common in other countries, but it's not in Egypt and the Middle East. So yeah, bit by bit, people are starting to know, people are introducing the like dancehall moves in their routines, and it's starting to, you know, to spread out, and there's, you know, like the culture is growing, thankfully. Yeah.
Awesome, awesome. Well, Yura, I am so glad that we got the opportunity to chat with you. We love the fact
Thank
that
you
you
so
are
much.
taking the culture overseas, introducing it to a whole different side of the world, and doing it in a way that people can appreciate our culture and find a balance with your own, and you are owning it, making it your own, and delivering it in a way that we are very proud of. We are so thankful that you are an ambassador for not just Jamaica, but for the dance hall, the hardcore, dance hall moves that we are
Thank you.
famous for. And want to say thanks for chatting with us and sharing that information. So we keep on watching you.
Thank you for having me.
As I say, I keep on watching you. How do other listeners get to follow you and see what some of the information that you're putting out?
On Instagram. That's my main platform. So my Instagram is Yara M Saleh. I'll write it down.
Yara.
And that's my main platform. Yeah.
All right, we got you loud and clear, Yara. Once again, thanks so much for chilling with us and hanging out. I look forward to more material from you.
Thank you so much for having me.
Take care.